Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of J2 Garage Works, and today is all about maintenance.
None of this looks fun.
Fun, no. Necessary, yes. Because this is a whole lot cheaper than buying a truck.
You can say that again. How much are the average truck right now?
I don't know, for a full-size dually, you're probably pushing 6 figures, if not more. I'd have to look. I don't know. I just don't feel like messing with. This is simple to work on. Like, there's room. I can see everything. Heck, I can even see the serpentine belt. Some of the new trucks, you got to disassemble half the front end to see the serpentine belt. It's ridiculous.
They definitely don't make them like this anymore, do they?
No. But that's why we do maintenance on this thing. So when I bought this, I was told that this was a GM replacement motor. Then it had maybe like 30,000 miles on it. It was pretty clean, but realistically, who's to say until you like tore it all apart, you know? But so far, so good. Had a little bit of a noise in it, but it wasn't really, I don't know how to explain it. It sounded like it was coming from the bottom end, but it wasn't like a double wrap knock, like a connecting rod or anything like that. It just, I don't know. Maybe it was just one of those things that it made the noise all along, and I just now heard it. At any rate, we're changing the oil because it needs done. Jenna's going to cut apart the oil filter just to check, see if there's anything in it. Hopefully not. It always has good oil pressure. We run VR1 in it. And I know you're going to be like 2050. I don't know. Does it have 30,000 miles on the motor or 250 like it says on the odometer? Honestly, I don't know. But I've never had a problem running 2050 in it. We don't drive it in the winter time because it's 2-wheel drive. I've got it stuck in wet grass before, so trying to even move it in the snow is not an option.
Like I got it stuck in the driveway?
Yeah. 2050 doesn't seem to have an issue, and this has all the zinc and stuff in it because these are still a flat tappet cam engine, so that's what we run in it. Got a couple other maintenance things there on the list to do, but
That monstrosity of a list.
see, Jenna has a race coming up in August up at Beaver Springs Dragway, and that from here is about an hour and 40-minute drive, and it's mostly going up a mountain. So we got to get this thing in order, get it ready for all of that.
You don't like the idea of me just driving my car there?
No. It would probably be fine, but I've never had good luck driving stuff to the races, racing it, beating the snot out of it, especially in August when it's hot, and then driving it back home. But the drag and drive guys do it. I just don't want to be fixing stuff along the road. It does not sound like a good time to me.
He's stuck because I want to do drag and drive. That's why there's a little trailer over there that I have to fix and build.
My existence.
It'll be okay. So I cut open the oil filter just to give it a look-see, especially with Jared hearing the bottom end noise. We just wanted to see if there was anything in there that should be concerning. So we got this off of Amazon. It's designed to cut open an oil filter. It makes it super easy to cut open. So when you cut it open, I use a razor blade just to get some of that off the filter itself, and then you look in, and then you can see just a little bit of carbon buildup. We didn't see any metal shavings or anything like that, so that's a good sign.
Yeah, what's that do with the oil cap?
There. It's hot.
Here we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just my little oil funnel contraption there so it doesn't drip all over the garage floor.
That was a fantastic idea. That list is just drooling over there.
This takes more than 6 quarts of oil.
How much does it take?
I don't know, till it's full.
Well, it's a good thing that I had a whole other case for the money, right?
Yeah, I'll have to get some more.
How much do we have left up there from last year? Oh, you forgot about those.
I did forget about those.
Hey, the midget remembered the items up high.
Can't say midget, that's not politically correct.
Short stuff. Is that better?
Vertically challenged.
Vertically challenged.
At least we don't have to do the power steering fluid. Remember when the hydro boost was leaking and I was putting like a quart in it every 2 days?
Yeah.
I think it's pretty well flushed out now.
That's good.
Man, we had like 4 quarts of oil up there.
I told you there was a couple up there.
I put 6 in, that was 7.
Remember, I bought that extra case because we were going racing and I like to take extra oil with me because the Buick likes to mark its territory.
Alright. The other nice thing about the VR1 is it has anti-corrosion properties in it. If you have a vehicle that sits for an extended amount of time, like the truck, we don't drive it during the winter. Either one of the race cars, they sit. If you run an oil that has good anti-corrosion properties, protects it while it's sitting over the winter, so you don't get weird things going on inside. Plus, people don't really realize this, but the oil can sometimes get kind of acidic, cause corrosion and stuff in there.
We should do something about that monstrosity right there.
Stop. Yes, I would love to completely gut this thing, relume, rewire everything. Technically that's supposed to have a cover over it, but I have no idea where that ever went.
Maybe we could find one in a junkyard?
Probably could. We could go junkyard hunting.
Yeah, that'd be a fun time.
Alright, I gotta start this.
Sounds so much better.
Also, I prefer to use either WIX or Napa Gold filters. Always have, and never had any issues with any of it. So all of our stuff gets either WIX or Napa Gold. So far so good. Don't use frame. I didn't say that.
I've heard some really bad horror stories.
Nah, I mean everybody's got their flavor. All the places I've ever worked, I worked as a fleet mechanic and we had trucks with 250, 300, 350,000 miles on it. And we always used WIX, or Hastings was another brand that we used. It's just one of those things, like you have something that works, you stick with it, and never had an issue. What filter do you prefer? I'm curious.
Leave it in the comments.
What oil do you prefer and why? What brand? Alright. So did 7.5 quarts do it? I would say normally you gotta let it, drain back so you get a good reading. But since it's hotter than the devil's taint today, the other half a quart would have done it.
Good to know.
Big block Chevy, Mark V or 1991 454. Takes 8 quarts of oil.
You wanna know what my favorite thing about this truck is?
What's that?
The light.
I don't even know if it still works. You gotta flip it on and see if it does.
Isn't it epic?
Yeah. I can hear all the Ford boys saying no. Oh, that's because when your Chevy breaks down, you've got a trouble light under the hood already.
Where do you flick it on at?
That little lever there at the bottom of it.
Oh, yeah. You want to see the little lever? The little lever. Aww.
I don't know, maybe it's the bulb.
Looks like it's still intact. Do we have another bulb?
Yay!
Ta-da!
You just had to talk to it, sweet.
Right? It's more like wiggle the wires. I love this little light. Here, you gotta hold this a second so I can put the little light back.
Jenna and her little light.
My little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine.
Happens when it gets hot. Look at the sweat on my head. It's disgusting. It's coming out of my gloves, running down my arm. Anyhow, Jenna gets delirious.
I don't get delirious. Good?
Uh-huh. All right.
So we get to check one thing. Wait, the exhaust is done too.
Oh yeah, that is done.
Wait, we get to put the mark through it. So, finish exhaust. Done. And oil change. Done.
I guess since it's on the left, trans fluid and filter,
Yeah.
and then that's done.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. Did you get diff fluid?
No, I forgot to do that.
Oh, brake flush is on there too.
Yeah, we'll do that when we do the front brakes and stuff.
Oh, that makes sense. Did you get a U-joint? You okay?
Yeah, it's killing the bee.
You didn't get the U-joint?
No, I forgot about the U-joint.
Okay, so you need the U-joint and the front inner tie rod. Front, left front.
Oh, and the output shaft seal for the transmission.
Yep.
Oh, I don't have that.
I thought you were supposed to get everything.
Yeah, got
You get distracted.
easily.
Yeah, it's been wheels lately. What do you guys think? I feel like she needs a new set, but we broke. We can't afford the $10,000. What are they called? They're like real nice wheels.
Oh, like the 22-inch Alcoas.
Oh, they're so beautiful
The
too.
10-lug conversion.
Yeah. You guys got a cheap option? Is there a Jegs version?
Still think I looked. There's not.
I tried. It's wishful thinking.
All right, we're gonna drop the pan on the transmission, get the filter out, let you guys know what we find. In the meantime, I'm gonna put you down and turn the fan on, cause I'm dying over here.